Good evening. Tonight, I invite you to leave the familiar behind. We're going to journey to a place of immense scale and profound silence, a place that has shaped the very soul of this island. We are going to Taiwan's high country to attempt one of its most revered and arduous treks, the ascent of雪山North Peak. In English, its name is Snow Mountain, a title that speaks of its commanding presence. But this is no simple hike. This is a 7-minute chronicle of a journey that demands respect, tests the limits of endurance, and ultimately, rewards the determined with a glimpse of eternity. It is a story of hardship, beauty, and the powerful spirit of the Taiwanese mountains. Our pilgrimage begins at the Wuling Farm Trailhead, nestled at an altitude of 2,140 meters. The first day's goal is Qika Cabin, a mere 2 kilometers away. The path is well-trodden, winding through a beautiful and dense forest of hemlock and fir. The air is cool, fragrant with the scent of pine and damp earth. This gentle start is a deliberate deception by the mountain. Its primary purpose isn't distance but acclimatization. As we ascend, the oxygen in each breath begins to decrease. Qika Cabin, at 2,510 meters, is a crucial first step in letting our bodies adjust to the stress of high altitude. It is a basic, rustic shelter, a place to share stories and a meal with fellow hikers. But as darkness falls and the temperature plummets, a sense of nervous anticipation sets in. For many, the slight headache or a feeling of dizziness is the mountain's first quiet warning of the immense challenge that lies ahead. The day begins at 2 a.m. In the absolute blackness of the alpine night, we begin the true assault. This is where the mountain reveals its unforgiving nature. From Qika Cabin, the trail immediately steepens. For the next 3 kilometers, we climb relentlessly towards a section famously known as the Crying Slope. It's a series of brutal switchbacks on a steep, exposed face that saps your energy and tests your resolve in the cold, thin air. Every step is a battle. Your lungs ache for oxygen, your leg muscles burn with lactic acid, and the weight of your pack becomes a crushing burden. We are pushing our bodies, forcing them to perform with 30% less oxygen than at sea level. This is a crucial test of mental fortitude. It is here, in the dark, that you must confront your own limits and make the conscious decision to push through the pain. As the first rays of dawn finally break, we enter a landscape that feels both mystical and hostile, the Black Forest. This is an ancient, subalpine woodland of towering fir trees, their gnarled branches contorted by centuries of harsh weather. The atmosphere is quiet, almost reverent, but the climb remains steep and technical. Emerging from the forest at over 3,500 meters, we are reborn into a different world. We stand at the edge of the magnificent Xueshan Cirque, a colossal amphitheater carved by glaciers during the last ice age. The scale is staggering. Here, we leave the main trail that heads to the summit of Xueshan Main Peak. Our path veers off towards the North Peak and into the most dangerous phase of the climb. The final kilometer to the North Peak is not a hike, it is a scramble. The trail dissolves into a jagged, narrow ridgeline of loose scree and weathered rock. We are completely exposed to the elements. The notorious winds of Taiwan's high mountains can be ferocious here, threatening to tear you from your footing with every gust. To one side, a sheer drop into the heart of the cirque, to the other, a steep fall down the mountain's face. This is where concentration is absolute. Every handhold and every footstep must be deliberate. Fatigue is now a serious danger, capable of causing a fatal mistake. It is a primal, intense experience, a raw negotiation between climber and mountain. And then, after hours of struggle, you take the final step. You are standing on the summit of Xueshan North Peak, 3,886 meters above the sea. The exhaustion evaporates, replaced by an overwhelming sense of awe and accomplishment. Before you lies one of Asia's most celebrated mountain vistas, the legendary Holy Ridge. This dramatic, knife-edge arête connects Snow Mountain's major peaks, a sacred line of summits revered by Taiwan's indigenous Atayal people for centuries. You are looking at the geological backbone of Taiwan, a panorama of peaks stretching to the horizon. In this moment, the physical pain transcends into a profound spiritual reward. The hardship endured gives this breathtaking beauty its true meaning. the journey down is another battle, punishing your knees and testing your remaining stamina. But as you finally return to the trailhead, you are not the same person who started. To climb雪山North Peak is to understand the meaning of perseverance. It is a deeply humbling experience that teaches you respect for nature's power and for your own inner strength. The mountain leaves an enduring mark, not of scars but of perspective. It is a grueling, magnificent, and unforgettable journey into the wild heart of Taiwan.